Hey guys, you're Marty Geek. In this video, I'm going to be sharing another video of my top Nintendo Switch games since it was released. These are my number 4s. These are the games that made my number 4 spot since 2017 per year. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. My number 4 game for 2017 was Splatoon 2. Yes, this would be the first time I've ever played a Splatoon game before. This, I never did try it before, and I believe this was also the first time that Splatoon actually added a story mode, because the story mode was actually pretty damn good. You fought very weird looking bosses, and it was so freaking fun. And on the Nintendo Switch, it looked really damn good. And of course, playing in multiplayer mode was actually one of the best Nintendo games when it comes to playing multiplayer games, especially when it comes to shooter. And for me, I loved it so much that when part 3 came out, I was really excited for it. So yes, my number 4 game in 2017 was Splatoon 2. In 2018, my number 4 game was South Park, the video games. Because I say video games because I actually played both of them. The Fractured But Whole and the Stick of Truth. They were both released on 2018 for the Nintendo Switch, and I freaking loved it. I believe I played one of them before it came to the Nintendo Switch, and I replayed it here. I believe it was Fractured But Whole, and playing this game on the Nintendo Switch was just freaking awesome. I loved it, especially when you love this franchise. Of course, this is not for everybody, so if you're not into foul language or you're a little bit sensitive when it comes to some topics, I would not recommend this game at all. This game is not for kids. This is for adults, but it is a freaking awesome game. I really love this game. Both of them of South Park's were 2018 number 4 game. My number 4 game in 2019 was Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yes, I was a huge freaking fan of this game. I believe that there was 2 versions of this game, Sword and Shield. I think I bought the Sword one. Yeah, I think I actually bought the Sword one, and I loved it. Like I said on my prior videos, since Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which was my first Pokemon game ever played, I kept playing all these Pokemon games since day one. And Sword and Shield, I believe it was my second game. Yeah, I think it was my second game after Pokemon Let's Go. And I loved it. I really enjoyed the story, the action, of course, trapping the Pokemons and going through all the weird locations and fighting all these awesome Pokemons. I think it was awesome. The gyms, everything about this game was actually pretty damn good. So yes, in 2019, Pokemon Sword and Shield was my number 4 game. In 2020, my number 4 game was Katherine Fullbody. Believe it or not, this is a weird game that actually did come before on other devices. This was a port, but it was freaking awesome. This was the first time I ever played it, and I played it, of course, on the Nintendo Switch, and I really loved it. The story was weird, the gameplay was weird, but it was so freaking satisfying and awesome. So yes, this was my number 4 game in 2020. In 2021, my number 4 game was Shin Megami Tensei 5. This game was freaking awesome, and I remember playing this game when I was actually traveling to Puerto Rico, so I did spend a lot of time on the go playing this game, and I really loved it. This was the first time I ever played this franchise. It is a turn-based RPG. You actually collect monsters in this game, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this game was actually re-released last year with more content, and I think it was actually improved, the graphics as well. So if you are a fan of these type of games and you never tried this game before, I will truly recommend to buy this game. It is really damn good, and I actually enjoyed every single minute of this game. And the story is good, the action is good, the graphics also incredible. So yeah, this was my number 4 game in 2021. In 2022, my number 4 game was MLB The Show 22. Yes, this was the first year that the Sony PlayStation game, baseball game, was actually available on Xbox and Nintendo Switch, and I really enjoyed it. I played this game a lot in this year on the Nintendo Switch, especially in handheld mode, and it feels so damn good because since the PlayStation Vita came out, I think it was MLB The Show 15, since then, I never did play MLB The Show on the go, and being able to play here on the Nintendo Switch was freaking awesome. So yes, my number 4 game in 2022 was MLB The Show 22. In 2023, my number 4 game was Fire Emblem Engage. Yes, another awesome game for this franchise and for the Nintendo Switch. Loved it. I did play the prior one, which was, I believe, House of something. I can't remember the name of the first one that came on the Nintendo Switch, which was freaking awesome. This game was not better than that one, in my opinion, but it was freaking awesome. The graphics looks incredible. The combat style, it's awesome, unique, and I think I'm loving this franchise. So I really can't wait to see what the next Fire Emblem game looks on the Nintendo Switch 2. So yes, my number 4 game was actually Fire Emblem Engage. Now in 2024, my number 4 game was actually One Piece Odyssey. Yes, this was another port for the Nintendo Switch, but I loved it. I enjoyed it. Before this, the only One Piece thing or knowledge I had was Netflix. That was the only thing knowledge I had about One Piece. So when this game actually came out on the Nintendo Switch, I really did want to get into the lore of One Piece. So I decided what better way than playing a freaking game of it. Of course, I can at any time watch on any of the show, like most likely you guys are going to tell me to. But I enjoy this game. This game is freaking awesome. The combat is awesome. The cutscenes are incredible. The special attacks that you do with each character is just incredible. Honestly, if you like action RPG turn-based games, this is a game that I really recommend to anybody to purchase. And of course, this is one of the reasons why I actually using these Joy-Cons, because these Joy-Cons are actually One Piece custom Joy-Cons that I've been using since I got them. And what better way to actually show the game with these Joy-Cons? Loved it. So yeah, my number 4 game in 2024 was actually One Piece Odyssey. So there you have it. And like I said in my prior videos, 2025 is going to be kind of weird because in 2025, once the Nintendo Switch comes out, I'm barely going to be using my Nintendo Switch 1. And I would have to say, if I would have to choose a number 4 game this year so far, it would have to be this game, The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2, which I purchased early this year. I never did play this franchise before, and I think it's actually pretty damn good. The story is actually pretty nice, and I think there's going to be another sequel coming out after the Nintendo Switch 2 is released. I believe I'm correct in that. So yeah, so maybe I will come back to the franchise again. But yeah, if I would have to choose a number 4 for 2025, it would have to be this game so far. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Like I said, these videos I like to upload it just to share with you my top games on the Nintendo Switch since day one, since I played so many Nintendo Switch games on my channel. And of course, most likely I'm gonna finish this series of favorite games with number 5. So let me know in the comments what you think about these videos. Did you watch my 1, 2, and 3 as well? Thanks for watching. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.